Hey, welcome back guys, it's another edition of Mark's Aquatics. Right then, on today's little episode, I've got you aimed up at the paludarium and on Jack, my little betta, and his little tank as well. He's currently looking after another little clutch of eggs up under his little polystyrene cup there, as you can see him lovingly tending away to his little up and coming family. Now then, today guys, we're going to be talking about Fluval's new range of fish foods called Bug Bites. Now Fluval were kind enough to send me these about a month ago, and I've been trying them out with all my fish and shrimps and everything that you can think of that I've got. And to be honest with you, everything, without a word of a lie, I'm not just saying this because these guys have sent me this free of charge, but this is without a doubt one of the best fish foods that I've come across since I've been in the trade and in the hobby, and can't say enough good things about it. Yeah guys, this stuff's actually made up from black soldier fly larvae. Now I've got a picture of here, well, I've just printed one off so I can show you what they look like. There you go, that's the little chap there. But they don't actually use the adult flies, they use the larvae. And one of the fantastic things is, I'll just get you back into frame now. What Fluval do, they actually acquire food waste, which is gone off, and it'd go to landfill or it'd just go on the ground and just be useless. They've actually utilised this, and they actually take it into their small factory where they make this stuff, and they put the black fly larvae to work on it. So they're recycling all that fruit, vegetables and everything else, and the larvae are ingesting that, filling themselves up with really good amino acids, minerals, vitamins and all that lovely stuff that your fish are going to eat later on when they actually make it into the fish food. But that's amazing. You know, I'm all for this conservation stuff and recycling of things. As you know, my channel, always try and make things up out of something else if I can, and it really struck a chord with me, and I love the way they're going about this. And also in this product as well, which is the cichlid formula, the one you're looking at here. Yeah, the cichlid formula and the tropical formula are the ones we're looking at now. I'll go into, they've got slightly different ingredients in them. The cichlid formula, obviously it's got the dried the black soldier fly larvae in it as well, but there's also salmon. They put salmon into this mix as well, which is another high protein food, as we know. And they've got concentrated fish proteins in there. They've got green peas as well, which we all know are really good for the digestive tracts in our fish, especially with bettas and different things like that. They really do need that if they get bloat and certain things of that nature. Feed them crushed green peas, as you know, deshell them, and that will clear their intestinal tract out and get them back up to speed. Because a lot of people they feed a lot of fish foods with fillers in and different things of that nature, which are really just bulked up with rubbish. And a food like this, it's got so many good things in it. Well, it's got all good things in it, to be honest. It's got nothing bad in it at all. All the salmon comes from sustainable sources as well. It's rich in omega-3s and 6 fatty acids as well. Now you've got the potato in there, which is a natural binder and carbohydrate source, and you've got also wheat, which is high in fibre, and obviously that's got it provides a better nutrition than wheat flour and wheat gluten, which is obviously not good for us either. All this gluten stuff, you always got this gluten-free stuff that we eat as well. They're always trying to say don't eat that, it can upset your stomach and everything else. Same goes for the fish as well. Now the tropical one that you see on the right, that's got exactly the same ingredients in, which has got the black fly larvae in there, the salmon, concentrated fish proteins, the green peas and potatoes to bind it as well. Same thing, but it's a different granular size. I'll open one up for you. This is for the larger fish, and if you can see in there, I'll just put some out of my hand, that it's a very small granular food, very slow sinking as well. I'll put some into my tank in a minute. In fact, I'll do it now for you. It's a good little design because when you first put it in the water, it floats and absorbs that water very, very slowly. You can see it just floating on the top there. That gives your surface feeding fish a really good chance of getting hold of it. All your guppies, endlers, all the surface feeders, all your goldfish, they do a goldfish formula, and there you go, there's a pellet just dropping down there now, and the ember tetras are onto it. But what I tend to do for them is, if you get it and you pinch it in your hand and squeeze it, you'll find it'll break up into even finer bits and then sink slowly through the water column, and then your mid-range feeders like your tetras and all those species of fish will be able to pick it up on the way down. And the stuff that hits the bottom, as we know, our little mates the snails will be onto it in seconds. The shrimps have found it already. I'll put some close-up shots up in a minute of them feeding on it. We'll give some to Jack as well, because he likes these. He really does like this stuff. Sorry about that condensation. A few little bits there fluttering down. He's quite, there he goes, he's onto it. He'll go back, he's quite happy watching his little brood at the moment, so, but he'll go around and he'll pick them up as time goes on. But this is really, really good stuff, guys. It's not out yet, it's out at the end of this month, and I really would suggest you go and pick some of this stuff up. Surface feeding fish, anything like betta and things. I mean, fish have been eating insects for millions of years, and what they've done is they've just replicated that. They've got the larvae. They've obviously processed it with the other ingredients. Lovely slow sink in nature, and as you can see, the fish are still darting around now. The little ember tetras are still, it's still slowly sinking. The pygmy corries will be out in a minute. They love this stuff as well. Obviously they like more of a high protein as well. My zebra plecos really enjoy this. They do a pleco version as well. I did print off a few little bits here of the other things that they've got as well. They've got the which they didn't send me these, but I printed them off so I can show you anyway. But this is the ones they've got. They got the bottom feeding plecos. They got a goldfish variety as well, cichlid formula, and the tropical one, which comes in the bigger packets if you've got a lot of fish or a fish room, or if you just got a small tank like the ones I've got in here. One of those pots will last you a long time. Okay guys, I just thought I'd just give you a little bit of a close-up view of the of some of it on the bottom there. You can see a nice little pregnant yellow sakura shrimp of mine there, grabbing hold of some. Now she's going to be very, very keen to take some protein in, and you won't beat this stuff for protein. And as you can see, she's chowing away on that. Absolutely loves the stuff. The snails have homed in on it as well. I did feed the shrimp yesterday, so they're not as keen today because they've had a good feed yesterday. So but no doubt the little corries will be out soon. I normally tend to feed the corries in the evening because obviously they're nocturnal more and they come out more then, but I can see them right in the corner there. I don't know if you can see there, right in the corner, there's a couple there coming out. They can smell it in the water column and they'll be out in no time at all. And the rest of the shrimps will be working their way towards it. Give that another 10-15 minutes and there'll be probably 20 shrimp all over that. Focus please, thank you. Now one thing I was going to say with the bug bites is if you're listening Fluval and you're watching this video, I really think that you should make a koi food as well, because my koi absolutely go mad for this stuff. I'll just go over to the pond now and they'll come up, and even though these are little granules, you can see them dropping in the water. It won't be long before they're up and feeding away on this stuff, and once they get a take, they're used to their beans floating on the surface. This stuff does for a while, but as you can see, there they go, they're starting it now, and once they start feeding on it, they absolutely go mad for it. They love the stuff. And with the summer coming on now, it's not going to be, it wouldn't be a spring food, but with the temperature warming up now like it is, they can get away with higher protein food. Now when the summer comes, you guys could make an amazing koi food with this stuff, high protein, because I feed these mealworms and various other foods during the summer. But as you can see, they're cruising around, and when they start relaxing later on, they go to the bottom, they will hoover up all the little bits that they've missed, and it really does give them something to do in the during the day, just picking off bits and sifting around through the bottom. They really like it. So there's an idea for you guys. And also, going back to the shrimp, as you can see there's another female joined in there. I put a few females in here the other day, if you recall, to stock this little paludarium. If you're unfamiliar with these builds, guys, pop back and have a look. I built this and this. Well, I built all of this. So pop back and have a look and check these videos out, and sub up to the channel if you like what you see. But I think Fluval could also make a shrimp food as well. I'm trying to get a clear picture there. That's a little bit better. I think you can make a really nice shrimp food, because they do like protein. I think mixed in with a bit of spirulina and other ingredients that you guys could think of, you can make a tiny little pellet that you could drop in, especially for shrimps, because they actually go mad for this stuff, as you can see, and they'll clean that up in no time at all. I can see the cories, they're coming out now as well. I'll go slow because they're very shy. The ember tetras pick up things in the water column. Here you go, there's a couple of little chaps there coming out, working their way towards it. The scent's in the water, so they're keen, they're very keen sense of smell, so they'll follow their little noses all the way to it. They're not far away now. And as you can see, since we've been talking, everybody's having their breakfast and they're really enjoying it. Yeah, can't say enough good words about these bug bites, guys. Really can't. I'll give you another little look in the pot, a close-up of what the ingredients look like. That's what it looks like. And because they use the larvae as well, you're not getting the shells of the insect in there as well. You know, if you feed mealworms, it's basically like a husk. It's high in protein, but it's just the husk of the dehydrated worm that's left. But with this stuff, it's the actual like the maggot would be, which they utilize and process, and then mixed in with the other ingredients, they form this nice little pellet, which is absolutely amazing. And when it goes in, it does go quite soft, softens up in the water. There's a bit of a close-up view there for you. You can see the snails having a go at it already. Everybody likes protein in the aquarium world. A little bit for some of them, and a lot of it for some of them. But those little female pregnant yellow sakuras there, we'll thank Fluval for a little bit of protein, I'm sure. Anyway, guys, like I said, it's been a fair review. If I didn't like the stuff, I would have said I don't like it, but I really do think this is an amazing little food. It's really sustainable sources, like I said, with the salmon and all the larvae, with the way they go, and they got their own little factory, and they can really make this stuff up exactly how they want to, with the different formulations that they've got for the goldfish, the plecos, the tropical formula, the cichlid formula. They're all there, slightly different variations and sizes in granule size, but all in all, an amazing food, and a real good way to get protein into your little tank mates. I'll just go around again, because the gang of cories has come out, and that is a really good sign, because they, as my viewers know, you don't often see these little cories out. There's so many nooks and crannies in this tank that they tend to only come out in the evening when the lights dim. And as you can see, a couple of shot off there just with me pointing the camera at them. But this stuff draws them out, and it's a really good product. Anyway, guys, it's out at the end of the month. It's not been released in the UK yet, so when it does, keep your eye out in the shops for this stuff. It's been released in the US. They've been using it there for some time, and like I say, they sent me these 2 pots just to do a review on, and this is my honest review of it. I think it's amazing stuff. Really is good stuff. So grab yourself some of this, especially for your better keepers, things of that nature, which need a lot of insect and take a lot of surface food in the wild. It'll cut down on your bloat in your fish and all that stuff. So there you go. That's my little review of the bug bites. When it's out, I really would recommend you go and grab some. Anyway, guys, this is my little Wednesday episode of Mark's Aquatics drawing to an end. I'll go back and show you the little gang attacking all this stuff. And as always, guys, you're all stars. Love you loads. Take care, and I'll see you on the next edition of Mark's Aquatics. Bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.